Hey section leaders, I am so excited to talk to you about what's coming up this weekend. I've got some things I need for you guys to do and I hope you're excited about it. And then I am pumped about our preparation for next weekend, our sections leadership training. It's going to be awesome. And I'm really excited to see you guys. I miss you. I'm excited to spend some time with you. I'm going to cook a little bit for you. It's from 10:30 to 12:30, so lots of baking. I can do brunch foods, yummy pastries, so that's one area I am good at cooking, so I plan on doing that for you guys. I want to love on y'all. I want to show my appreciation for you and all that you have done over this last 6 months for sections, and I'm excited to get some new people involved, do a refresher training, train first-time people, and talk about what the Lord is leading us into for this next 6 months. I'm pumped, so hope you guys are too, and I'm going to dive into what our tasks are for this week, and then at the end of it I have a little word that I want to share with you guys about defeating discouragement. It's been something that the Lord was working on me with, and I feel like it's something that I should share with you guys, and I hope that it impacts you in a positive way or gives you an encouraging word to share with somebody else that you might know is dealing with discouragement. So to get started, update on the Purple Book. So as you know, I've been praying about where sections is headed, and it felt like the Lord said we need to do a Purple Book foundational Bible study for each section community, because we have people coming to Trinity, giving their lives to Christ, recommitting their lives to Christ, for the first time, and they need that good, strong biblical foundation to help crush the worldview and really, get them solid in their faith. Good starting place. So the Purple Book is an amazing Bible study, and it's 12 weeks with a little small daily devotional, and it's going to be awesome. So I have ordered our books for us so that we can go through the 12-week training, get ourselves revved up for it, recruit our people for our small group, and then we can launch in January. I'm really, really excited about this, and I'm excited about being obedient to what God has given to me and to us for section communities. So on this, I actually got an email from Lifeway Ministries. They are doing a free webinar on small groups, how to have effective small groups in the modern church. So I'm going to attend that online. It's on October 9th. I'm including the link to that webinar where you can watch it online, ask questions. I'll include that on the email for you so you guys can sign up and watch it remotely from home or wherever if you'd like to. And I would love to hear y'all's feedback on that. So please let me know if you're going to sign up for it and be involved in the webinar. I will be on there watching with you. So I'm pumped, and that'll give us some extra encouragement as we're getting started on the Purple Book studies to really be ready for what God's going to give to us. So Purple Book. I'm excited. We've ordered the books for us. Remember, those are $10. So if you can pay that, that's not only going to help cover the cost of the book, but it's also going to help feed a little bit more into our sections ministry so we can be prepared for future training, events, and building up our teams as well. So for this Sunday, since we have our sections leadership training on next Saturday on the 15th, we need to pass out some flyers and get some people recruited to actually come. So today I am working on printing out all of these copies of these section flyers. Y'all will recognize this card, and on the back it has an invitation. I love how it's backwards on the video, whatever, but it says, "You're part of the mission. Do you have a place where your gifts, your love, and purpose are flourishing? Section community training, the date, time, asking for them to RSVP to me so I can get a good head count, know how much food, drink, stuff like that to bring." And then it just has the purpose of section communities listed at the bottom. So I am printing out a ton of copies of these. I'm making 1,000 of these little flyers, and I will have them available for you guys to pass out. I will have them ready and waiting at the sound booth for you. So please come early to service, pick up yours, and then it's just going to be hand passing them out. If you want to grab a couple people from your teams to help make sure everyone in the section gets them, that would be so amazing, and I would greatly appreciate it. please make sure that especially since we're passing out flyers, you wear your section shirts, your greeter shirts, the how can I help you, and then on the back, come sit with us. Wear those today. And if some of you guys want to be out in the rotunda passing out these section community flyers, that would be so awesome. I would greatly appreciate it. So let me know where you would like to be housed. If you want to be out there, I'll have a lot of these ready to go for you, so you can just come pick them up and then start passing them out to everybody. I'm going to send out an email to our entire section community group. Everybody that has filled out a sections card that are in our systems, they will get an email invitation asking for them to come into RSVP. My hope and my prayer is that we get 100 people to come, and that's including you guys. So that would be doubling our numbers for our leaders and our team members, which would be amazing. And, even if only 5 new people come up, I'm going to be excited about that, because that's growth, and God's going to use those 5 people. So I'm very excited. Please invite anybody who has been helping you, serving in any capacity, even if they're just being a greeter in your section. Please invite them to come, because I want the opportunity to, love on them and appreciate them and help give them that grounded foundation for section communities and the mission that we're involved in here. So I'm excited about that. Remember, September 15th, we'll be in the Heritage Room, and it will be from 10:30 to 12:30, and I will have a lovely brunch for you guys. And yes, it's going to be awesome. So, told you guys about the flyers, told you guys about shirts, got the purple book covered, small group webinar. All right, so that's pretty much our to-do list for this weekend and in preparation for next week. Just be encouraging. If you guys want to text anyone who you think has, been wanting to get more involved at Trinity, give them the opportunity to come and get involved in the section communities training and find their place. I don't want anyone to feel like they're missed or not plugged in. If they need a home, come on here, because I want y'all to be a part. So get the invitation, spread the word. I'm excited, and I hope that you can be there. If for some reason you can't be at the sections training, please let me know so I could be prepared to get you whatever information you might be missing, get you a copy of the purple book, whatever you need. I want to make sure that you guys have it. We'll move on to my little defeating discouragement message for you. But before I get there, I want to ask you guys one question. It has really been on my mind a whole lot, that I don't want to be asking myself or you guys the question, like, how can I lead you guys? I want to be asking the question, how can I serve you? How can I serve you as your section leaders, as your section team members? What can I do to be there for you, to support you, to encourage you, to help you feel like you've got traction and movement within your section community? Please think about that. Let me know if there's something that I can do. Now that the kids are settled in their school schedule and I am back in the office and I'm on path for growth and got my time management all figured out, I'm available. I want to talk to you guys. I want to be there for you. I would love to schedule time to go out to eat with you guys, grab a cup of coffee, and just spend time together talking about what's going on in your life and what you might need for your section. Just in general, want to be there for you. So please let me know how I can serve you, because my heart is for you. I want you to be excited about what God is doing at Trinity. And I know that section communities is a little bit countercultural from where Trinity has been. We've had people that have been here for a long time that have been rooted at Trinity, and things are just easy for them to be involved. But what is section communities really about? It's really about people that are coming here that have burdens, that don't feel connected, that feel like they're missed in the large crowd and they're not used to being here. We want to be intentional about that. So yes, it's not been something that's been done before. Yes, it goes a little bit against the grain, but God is doing a huge move at Trinity. Things are shifting, and I know that you guys can see that, because look at how many of our sermons have been about community and culture and about doing life together and being involved and being a mature Christian, that it's not just always about us, but it's about serving others and discipleship. So that's the root of what section communities is all about. And so the Lord's planting the seeds all over. And so we just need to be there to nurture it, to be faithful and obedient and water what He's doing. And I know it's work. I know it's hard work to sacrifice our time and to be committed to this mission. So I want to serve you guys well. And please let me know if there's anything that comes to your mind, anything at all that pops up. Please let me know how I can be there to love on and support you guys, because I love you and I pray for you, and I want you to feel excited and to know God is using you in a monumental way. So on to defeating discouragement. I'm talking a whole lot. I'm trying to do good at keeping my videos under 15 minutes. So I've got 5 minutes and go. So, I told you guys over the summer, I was really dealing with discouragement and feeling like I just wasn't good enough, that I was struggling with my own, identity issues. And it's something that we can all go through. Struggling with depression and anxiety has been something that's been in my life for a really long time. And sometimes we just get down in the dumps, and this negative self-talk starts to happen, like, I'm not a good enough leader, or I'm not what people need, or I don't fit in, or people don't appreciate me, or I'm not aware enough of what people need. I'm not a good helper. And it's all this really negative self-talk. It could be anything. It could be, I'm not healthy enough, or I don't make the greatest decisions, or I'm constantly living in regret. These things that we can talk to ourselves in such a negative way, they can take root if we listen to them, and we slowly start to die inside. And it can be a spiritual death too, because the words that we speak, and I think the words that we think, they bring life or death. And so I really had to, I started to let that negative self-talk take root in my mind, and I saw the side effects of it. I started to not just feel negative, I started to be negative, and I could feel people not wanting to be around me, and those things that I was thinking about myself started to actually happen. And so I had this really terrible dream where some people that are close to me, I'm sorry, my nose is really itching, allergies, oh, okay, sorry. I had this really bad dream where some people that were very close to me just started telling me, like, Callie, you're the problem with your life. You are the problem and you are the solution. You're the one that talks the most negative about yourself. You've got to get out of it. And what my reaction was? I got really upset at them, and I went and I separated myself, and I sat away from them. And I woke up feeling so awful. And I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, which usually the Lord does. He'll wake me up in the middle of the night and say, no, you don't get to go back to sleep. You got to get up and pray and get out of it. So I did. I got up, and God said, write out all of the negative thoughts that you've been having lately. And I'm like, great, this is going to be a whole book, right? So I sat down and I started writing it out. And I'm going to tell you what, it only filled up about half of a page. Like, it really wasn't that much. It was like a paragraph. And so I'm reading through it, and he says, okay, now go and write all the positive sides of that. Write down the encouragement, the truth to negate the lies. And so where I was writing, I'm not a happy person, or I'm a negative person, I don't have high self-esteem, I would write on the other side, like, I am joyful, I have the joy of the Lord, I am excited about life, people enjoy being around me, I am passionate about what I'm doing and what God's called me to. I'm not disqualified to serve in ministry. I'm qualified because God has called me here, and what he says about me is true. And so I started to write out those things. And, some people call them affirmations when you're affirming yourself, encouraging yourself. But what was really interesting was where I had a paragraph of negative things. That was literally all of the negative things that I could think of. It seemed like a whole lot because it's been constantly on replay, but it was really like 5 sentences that have just been on replay. And where that filled one paragraph, the positive thoughts that I started writing out and speaking life and encouragement over myself took up 3 pages. And I couldn't stop once I started. And I realized that was a huge shift for me, because I realized God has so much that he wants to speak over us, so much life and encouragement. There's so much more of that He has for us, if we can only stop our own negative self-talk and say, no, God, I want to have what you want to give to me. So here's what I encourage you guys to do. If you have negative self-talk or if you feel discouraged, write out everything that you can possibly think of. Whether you feel defeated in your marriage, whether you feel like you're depressed and you're not going to get out of it, if you feel like you're in the pit and you can't see the light, if you feel like you're not being an effective leader, write all of those things down, because those are the lies of the enemy. He wants you to feel stuck and that you can't move forward. He wants you to feel like you are not going to be successful, and those are lies. So we're going to silence the enemy. You're going to write all of those things out so you can see his attack and his scheme, and you're going to say, no, Lord, show me how to break this. What's the positive? Even if it's not that way yet, speak it into life. Say what you want to happen, and say it with the confidence and the boldness that the Lord will give to you. So if you're saying, nobody likes me, because that's something that comes to my head. I know it's not true, but it is a thought that the enemy likes to try and put in my mind. Or that people are disappointed in me. That's a big one. So I would write, people are disappointed in me, or I am a disappointment. That's a lie. What's the truth? People are excited about me being passionate about ministry, or people are encouraged by me, or people are inspired by by my ministry. Whatever it is, I'm going to write down the positive thing. Not that people are disappointed in me, but people are proud of me. People are proud of the things that I have done for the Lord, and they're proud of the growth that they've seen in me. So I'm going to write those things down, and that's what I'm going to start to believe. And if I feel that negative voice start to try and whisper to me again, I'm going to say, no, Satan, shut up. You don't get to talk to me, because God has told me he's proud of me for being obedient to his calling. He has told me I am qualified. He has told me I am loved. And I'm going to keep repeating those things to me until that takes root, until that's what I believe in, and that's my strong tower and my refuge. So go and do that for yourself, because you guys are qualified to be a section leader. You are an amazing person, and God has given you a purpose and a gift that's going to impact your section in a monumental way. So speak that over yourself. Pray it over yourself, and be encouraged that God is using you. So I hope that has, ministered to your heart in some way, or it gives you encouragement to speak life into somebody else. And, if we love on ourselves and we can speak encouragement to ourselves, we have more of that to overflow onto others. And that's the goal, right? We don't want to be giving out of, just our own little cup, but we want our cup to be overflowing, and that's what we're giving out of. So I pray that the Lord blesses you this week. I pray that you leave this video encouraged, pumped up about what God is doing. I didn't stay up under 15 minutes. I got a little over, but I love you guys. I'm excited for this weekend. Please let me know if you have any questions. Again, wear your section shirts, pick up your flyers at the booth, and help recruit for September 15th sections training. I'm excited to see you guys there. Love y'all. Can't wait to see you on Sunday. God bless you. Bye.